Hey guys, what's up? Got a new video for you today that I think you might find very interesting, and it's a bit of an experiment and an exercise that I learned as an actor, but I think that it has a lot of crossover to the Jordan Peterson stuff and using your imagination to explore sides of your personality, which is very interesting to me and is something that I've spent a huge amount of my early 20s and now my late 20s exploring. So I thought I'd share it to you guys, and you might find something insightful and you might discover more of yourself through these exercises. So let's get into it. A very talented, genius acting coach taught me this lesson, and I'm glad to share it with you guys. And I'm going to calibrate it and tune it to this kind of YouTube audience and what I think you should glean from it. So reasons why you might do this experiment with yourself. Well, say for example, you feel as if, and it's an internal feeling, I think you know well as well, that you're not feeling all the spectrum of emotions or all the sides of your personality that you should be feeling. You are avoiding those parts of yourself, whether that be anger, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, jealousy, resentment, any of those emotions, and that you're kind of pushing to the side. But this exercise allows you to explore these emotions in the comfort of your own home, which is great. You can do it by yourself, and also if you film yourself when you're doing it, you can see in yourself where maybe you're weak in those emotional areas, and then maybe you should develop more over time, and this exercise will give you a consciousness of your emotional spectrum, where you're weak, where you're strong. So obviously a lot of you guys who watch my channel watch because of my Jordan Peterson videos, and I've been thinking about this for a while. You know, he talks about the SS officers, prison guards, and it wouldn't be too much of a stretch if you let your imagination go down that pathway. So this exercise is a great way of developing your shadow side and just exploring that through this exercise. Depending on how much of your shadow you think you've developed, this exercise will be great in sort of giving you a foundation or going further down that path and coming more familiar with it. And to be honest, dropping into your shadow, for me, it feels very good. I'm not going to lie. I feel like a relief, a weight off my shoulders whenever I do sort of drop into my shadow as such. This exercise, with all the sweet videos and personality tests and the reading materials, this will go very nicely because it's a practical exercise and a practical use of your imagination, as opposed to just reading about it or thinking about it. You're putting it into practice, which I think is the next level of learning. In the second part of this video, which you're going to see now in a minute, I'm going to do a voiceover, and I'm going to follow the emotions and the ideas that I present myself in the voiceover. I'm going to follow that, and I'm going to follow that course and see where it brings me, exploring your emotions and exploring your imagination, your shadow self, or whatever, cycling through the emotions. You can use my voiceover if that's how you want to cycle through the emotions. I have no problem with that, but I recommend that after a while that you make your own voiceover that you can follow, because you'll tailor it to yourself and where you think you're weak and where you think you're strong, and then you can see more of yourself that way as opposed to just following me. And plus, in creating something, like in creating any art, you find out more about who you are in doing that. So making your own voiceover is probably the best option, but you can follow mine in this video. I have no problem. I'm not going to take issue with you. Okay, so let's get started on the exercise.
Okay, before you start the exercise, get comfortable and take out your phone, or use a camera with a flip screen or a mirror if you don't want to use a phone, if that makes you feel self-conscious. And now look at yourself and see yourself, not the impression of yourself, but see the you that no one else sees in your everyday life, and try to find that essence. And as you go further into it and feel the sensations in your body and the emotions in your body, that's more of you, and start to lean further into that. And now start to think that you're an awesome guy, and that someone that you respect and that you like, and really try to see that and feel that awesomeness, not pretend it. So take some time and feel that sensation in yourself. Okay. And now look at yourself and see someone who's very sexy, who you think is incredibly sexy. Not looks sexy, but the essence of you is sexy, the inner sexiness. And explore that sense in yourself and see where it is, and even try to bring a bit of a smile into the eyes and a little bit of smile in the mouth, but don't pretend it, feel it. And now see yourself as a killer. Someone who, if you were crossed in the wrong way, you'd have no problem in retaliating in whatever manner. And now see yourself as a violent person, someone full of resentment and anger, someone who would retaliate and take vengeance on anyone who harmed someone in your family or yourself. And see that person who could really damage someone, really take a chunk out of them, and feel that anger within you and that space, and enjoy it and feel what it seems like, and don't attach any shame to it. Or if there's shame, notice it and move on and drop into it and see how natural and real that feels, that there shouldn't be any shame attached to it. And now see yourself as an angel, someone who has a purity, a goodness in them that wants to share it with the world, who has a true and honest giving. And see that person who just wants to help. And now finally, just slowly cycle through the emotions. Drop into your anger and where there's that and anything trapped there. And now go into your disgust. And now fears. And your happinesses in life. And your joy. And your sadness. And moments of surprise, good or bad, in your life, and cycle through that. And what does that feel like?
Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that exercise and that you maybe followed along with my voiceover, or maybe you went off and you tried your own thing. So if you did both of those, congratulations to you. And let me know what you experienced when you were going through that exercise. Was it difficult for you? Did you feel self-conscious? Did you want to give up? Did you enjoy it? Is there something that you really loved about it? And I know I'm saying stuff there that's, like be sexy and think you're awesome and stuff like that, but I actually think that's good for your self-confidence. And if you truly mean it, it isn't an arrogant thing. I think it's a true belief in that thing, but it's only a momentary thing as well. It's not a constant arrogant belief that you're someone who's awesome just for that moment in time. And I think that's what's important. For me, it's a discovery every time I do it, and I'm discovering more of who I am and the sides of my personality in doing it. And even as I did it there, that's why I put the video of me listening to my own voiceover to see what I experienced going through it. And what's really interesting there is I just did that voiceover there, and that voiceover then that I listened to and filmed myself, I discovered more of myself through doing that. So it's kind of a good exercise to show that you are the only person who can, or not that you are the only person, but you are someone who can improve your sense of self through exercise that you make yourself. I think that will give you a sense of self-worth in doing an exercise like this. So I don't really see there's many downsides in doing it, and you might enjoy it. It might be hard for you, or it might be a challenge, and all of those things are a good thing, and a good thing to record and see where that gets you. And if you try that a few times, you'll definitely know more of what's going on internally for yourself. And I hope you liked the video, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers for watching.